just getting the dub over Brooke Buckner. And the way that she did it, it was elite pickleball. So here is the true test against Kaitlyn Christian, the match I've been waiting for all day. Here we go.
That's why Kaitlyn Christian got her marquee gold medal to end 2024 in December. Her first, worked so hard to get there, had 4 bronze medals, made several finals too. He's a great athlete and advocate of the game. 4 finals for Kaitlyn Christian in 2024. She'll open up the scoring.
2-0.
Leading on court 24, second call, Bennett Miller, court 24.
Point.
Kaitlyn Christian takes the net and takes full control.
Yeah, she's so good at that. Very explosive mover. She's worked endlessly at her game. Ooh.
Side out.
Ball looked wide to me. Christian still played it as in, and Genie will take back the side out.
Sometimes it's tough to make your own call when you're on the move in an awkward situation. Played through, but the placement lob return prevails.
0-3.
Kaitlyn Christian with a quick up 3.
Side out.
That's one of the strengths of the Kaitlyn Christian singles game, is the relentless athletic pressure to the net. She is able to take that net and apply pressure, take away time, and therefore options away from her opponent.
Point.
Heavy serving from Kaitlyn Christian early. We talk about that a lot as a point of emphasis. Kaitlyn Christian had a journey to adjusting to pickleball. She was an earlier adopter of the sport, played it alongside tennis for many years. But we'd love to know your thoughts on her quick transition. That is so good. Kaitlyn Christian taking over. 5-0 lead in game 1. How do you think Christian was able to adjust her game so quickly to pickleball from tennis?
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, you know, there's athletes that play tennis, and then there's tennis players who are athletes. I believe that Kaitlyn Christian,
similar to a Tyson McGuffin-S, has his own spot in South Florida, invites a lot of pros there to play.
Side out.
Love that attempt, though. Yeah, Ryan Sherry, the influence that Ryan Sherry has had on pro players in this game is very overlooked. Ben Johns, Kyle Yates, Paris Todd.
Point.
I mean, some of the best he's had an influence on early in their careers.
1-6. Side out.
Just back for Genie Bouchard. Here's a look at the Cher Bear.
There he is. Huge part of the great generational bridge that is pickleball. You know, these different eras, these different generations getting to converse with each other. I remember the 60-plussers that got to teach me this game, and I'm just so appreciative, not only for learning the game from them, but just getting to be around them.
Out. 1-6. Side out.
Bunt volley attempt from Bouchard goes into the net.
Shout out to Rochester, New York, the Greece Community Rec Center. That's where I first picked up the game.
There you go. Love it.
6-1.
And the icon you've become since.
Let's go.
Heavy drive from Kaitlyn Christian. Unique approach to the serve, too, with her footwork. It looks like she takes a couple of steps back. Does a little dance on her way to the baseline.
7-1.
Wonder what that gives her. What do you think?
Side out.
Yeah, she's keeping
is it just routine?
It's become routine because it's so effective. She's keeping the ball in front of her with that dance and kind of staying light on her feet at the same time. So, you know, getting that timing.
1-7.
and positioning to hit the ball out in front. In front, in front, in front. Lob option.
Point.
No.
Bouchard had a slow start in the match against Brooke Buckner. She thought she was well out of it, and then game 2
2-7.
came right back and took the match.
Point.
It's a great drive by Bouchard. I wonder what Genie thinks back on when she reflects back on her very first time stepping onto this very court just a year ago and how far she's come.
Yeah, I try not to pretend I know what Genie Bouchard is thinking. She is out here getting it done, and you know that huge tennis past she's had on the big stage.
Side out.
Both of these women have that.
7-3. Point. Eight, 3.
Points deep in the return for Bouchard. A couple of heavy service possessions for Kaitlyn Christian, earning the misses.
9-3. Point. Game point. 10-3. Side out.
Sometimes you got to go for it. Play the percentages. I like that rip from Kaitlyn Christian.
$3-10.
Oh!
Side out.
Bouchard generating some offense there, just missing the punctuation. It's a great blueprint. Takes the net on her serve. Doesn't convert just yet.
10-3.
Point.
Whoa, what a get from Bouchard. Well, cat and mouse from the kitchen. I think that's where Genie's magic is getting to the net first, using that length, setting herself up with that baseline depth with her ground strokes, and then finding the angles. She's got the reach. It's hard to pass her. And the tennis instincts help. People don't like the tennis to pickleball comparisons, but to me it relates. Nice. Great volley from Bouchard. Great read.
Yeah, and we're up here with the bird's eye view, but we can also see Zane Ford and Ryan Sherry working out the nuances, you know, and of course, Lee Waters does that with her daughter well. So there's fine-tuning and what allows these women to get it done. Plenty of deeper chapters in the game of singles.
Game point. $10-4. Side out.
Just missed it.
$4-10.
Smart play. Great approach, great placement with the backhand bunt volley down the line. Two quick movers with world-class footwork.
10-4.
Game point number 2 for Kaitlyn Christian.
Oof.
Bouchard one step ahead of the play, and Ryan Sherry is out of his seat. He likes that one. Guessing that's what he's been telling her.
It's a great option.
4-10.
Bouchard guesses right. Fends that one off.
Side out.
Oh.
Game point.
Game point number 3.
Could have been worth a challenge.
10-4.
Not always intentional to get the call wrong.
Point game. Timeout change ends.
What a performance by Kaitlyn Christian.
Yeah.
Game 1 on her side, 11-4 the finish, and she is one step closer from advancing to the semis. We'll see if she can do it against the international superstar, Genie Bouchard. Group for this one, Kaitlyn Christian posing a serious threat after game 1. Bouchard will be our first server of game 2. Wow. Quite a sequence for Kaitlyn Christian to meet whoever's closing to the net first and most effectively is going to win this match.
0-0.
Saw Bouchard do that a little bit when she was gaining momentum in game 1.
Wow.
Point.
What a ball path.
When you
Off the
have a
back
drive
end.
like that,
Yeah.
not so much.
That's the type of ball with pace. In cross court, you have more distance for the ball to travel.
1-0.
Genie Bouchard is forced to take that ball below the net. No easy task.
Point.
There's a glimpse of opportunity there. Faltered by the net. Kaitlyn Christian is a smooth sailing player.
2-0. Point.
Nice return. And Kaitlyn Christian on the first run in game 2.
3-0.
Genie Bouchard looking for a push to find some momentum.
Side out. Zero, 3. Side out.
Kaitlyn Christian giving nothing for free. Always there to make Genie make the shot. And it has to be good, because Kaitlyn Christian will be there to
3-0.
make you make one more.
Point.
Another heavy serve. Another long return for Bouchard.
4-0. Point.
Wow. Kaitlyn Christian. Dominant. What's going to stop her? What's it going to take? Obviously, limit the errors, but anything else you'd suggest to Genie?
I mean, a brick wall in Annalee Waters on Championship Sunday. That might be the only thing I can think of
5-0.
watching Kaitlyn Christian play like this. And maybe even not that. Oh, man. Back-to-back netters to get it done. Brutal. Uno. Dos. Unstoppable. And as we like to say, better an inch
6-0.
high than an inch low when dealing with that net. It's also the topspin generated that allows that ball to climb over the net. Here we go. Baseline battle. Kaitlyn Christian takes and is passed.
Side out.
There it is for Genie Bouchard. A dipping drop on the angle to the outer edge of the perimeter. Another look at it here. That cross court shot.
0-6.
So smart, so effective. Oof, couldn't get a hold of the drop though. What a play by Christian from the opposite baseline to drop that in.
Six zero. Point. Seven zero.
Nice serve. Gets to gather herself.
Point. Timeout receiver, 8-0.
Genie Bouchard next to her bench. Helpless expression.
8-0.
Play. Gabe Joseph, proud Southern California native, as is Kaitlyn Christian. Pray for all the LA families
That's it.
affected. Wow, what a shot from Genie Bouchard.
No, you're right, Michelle. There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Zero eight.
What a get. Oh, just deep.
Eight zero.
Oh, man.
Point. Desperation, and Kaitlyn Christian just continues to pounce on the scoreline. 2 points away from the pickle.
9-0.
For the USC Trojan. Man. There it is.
Wow, that is
Checkpoint.
so good. Some of the best we've seen from Kaitlyn Christian. How much did that gold medal winning performance in Daytona fuel this confidence?
Yeah, and she's a tennis
point.
superstar as well. You made the quarterfinals in the BNP Paribas Open. You know, just in 2019, she's got that same repertoire. Here we go.
Pick a point, match point.
Point game match.
Kaitlyn Christian gets the pickle in game 2, marches her way to the semifinal for a date with Catherine Parento. What a moment for the up-and-coming shining star, Kaitlyn Christian.
Yeah, she's here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. The way she plays and what she puts out, it's that consistency, that quality, match after match that we see in the likes of Annalie Waters. So welcome to the elite level, Kaitlyn Christian. You have arrived.
She has arrived indeed, and momentarily she will arrive at the Pickleball Central desk with Cam and Matt out of the break.
Welcome back to the Masters. Kaitlyn Christian taking down Genie Bouchard 11-4, 11-0.
The 15 seed Genie Bouchard, the Cinderella run is over at the hands of Kaitlyn Christian. An absolute beatdown. Too athletic, too long, too rangy. Unbelievable effort from the 5th seed.
Welcome into the Pickleball Central desk. Welcomed here by Kaitlyn. First of all, congratulations of Daytona. You won that one. How much confidence did that give you coming into this year and just overall kind of setting the tone that you wanted to have in 2025?
Yeah, I went through a lot of finals last year, and I'm just really happy to finish the year with the gold. I put in a lot of work for that, so just really happy to carry that energy into this year. And Jeannie's a great player. She had a great win against Brooke yesterday, and really happy to get a good win over her, and excited for Catherine tomorrow.
You're up 6-1 in the first game. A couple stagnant side outs, trying to get that point. I saw you slap your leg. In those moments, what are you telling yourself to kind of reset and continue moving on?
I think just for me, slapping the leg is a big deal. It just sort of gets me going. Just try to stay positive. Maybe change up a serve, change a direction of the ball and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's just about being positive and trying to have as much fun as I can out there.
The volleys are always on point for you. The movement is always on point. That came from tennis. No shock. The two-handed backhand, I think, is much improved. Is that something that's been a main focus for you?
Yeah, 100%. I think the last 2 months I've been working a lot on my backhand. I've been working a lot on it from the baseline, a lot of like drop volleys at the net. I missed a couple there I was quite upset about, but it's a work in progress, and I'll continue to try to get as good as I can at that.
What specifically are you working on? How have you gotten it to where it is right now?
Well, you know me from tennis days. I was like 99% slice backhand. And I'm trying to get, more used to guiding with my left hand and just learning the fundamentals again, I guess, so to speak.
You and Genie obviously know each other's game pretty well coming from tennis. Obviously, it's different here on the pickleball court. But like you said, a great one against Brooke there. Did you go back and watch any of her matches, or kind of what was the preparation up before stepping on center this morning?
Yeah, definitely. I remember a little bit of our match from Dallas. We played for the first time, and then I watched a little bit of her film from this week. She's such an athletic player. I think she's one of the most athletic players out here. I think she's one of the most improved players out here. So you never know what she's going to throw at you. But tried to watch some of her tendencies, and I think you'll definitely be seeing a lot more of her.
I know you have a lot of fans in the tennis world, Steve Weissman being one of them. Every time I talk about anyone else, Steve's like, well, what about Kaitlyn Christian? Yeah. But I know a lot of the WTA doubles girls that you're friends with. Have anyone watched your matches and been like, you know what, maybe I'm going to get into pickleball here soon?
You know what? Luckily, a lot of my friends are still doing quite well on the tennis tour. Whenever they're in off season, I hit a couple pickleballs with them. Steve Weissman, we hit a lot of pickleballs together, so shout out to him. But hopefully they make the transition after they're done killing it in the tennis worlds.
You won Daytona. You're looking in great form right now. What are some of the goals that you have here in 2025 singles court, but also on the doubles side as well?
Yeah, I think last year my focus was definitely on the singles side. I'm going to continue to, work on that as well. Work on getting the two-handed backhand a little bit better. Working on becoming more of an all-around player. But definitely going to put a lot more emphasis on the doubles and mixed doubles side. So hopefully see my dinks and touch get a little bit better.
I saw you already know who you have tomorrow, Kaitlyn Parento. Thoughts on that matchup in a star-studded semi?
Yeah, we've played each other quite a few times last in San Clemente. She's a great player, also super athletic. She throws a lot your way, so I'll just have to go back and watch some film and just be ready to compete my ass off tomorrow.
Well, congratulations and good luck tomorrow against Catherine.
Thank you very much, guys.
Kaitlyn Christian, moving on to the semifinals. We're going to have another former tennis star who beat Dylan Frazier yesterday.